Hey everybody, and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the exhibition demo disc for Xbox. This is volume 1, and it came out, I think it was just exactly 2 months after the Xbox released. It came out in January, whereas the Xbox was released in November the year before. So this is volume 1, and it was the first version they came out with. It was actually a demo disc you paid for by itself, so it came in this case. It was $8 at retail, and it's honestly a pretty interesting piece of Xbox history that most people have never seen or covered. The exhibition demo discs were feature-filled. As you can see from the cover here, quite a few demos, 9 playable, which includes Splinter Cell, Panzer Dragoon Orta, Halo, Quantum Redshift, which is okay, Time Splitters 2, which is fun, 2 football games, which, sports titles. But one of the most interesting things on these exhibition demo discs is that they come with music videos and downloadable content. So it was kind of a method to allow you to take downloadable content home and get save files and things like that, which is kind of a neat aspect to it in my own opinion. The disc is pretty nice. Nothing special, but at least it's got a little design. It's not just extremely basic. The case also came with a booklet and these little Xbox fillers, which a lot of games, especially near release, came with these. I especially like the one that came with the exhibition demo disc because it highlights the unseen. It's the very first game on the first page, and it actually never released. It's a game that I really wish hadn't have been canceled. It looked really fun. Then it talks about Torque, Mech Assault, as well as a few others. A big title for Xbox was Shenmue 2. Being able to just hold that one down for, up until the PS4, really. These little inserts are always kind of neat. Just kind of a neat look back. And then you have the booklet, the guide. The back is very much just like the back of the case, just going over the games that it actually has on the disc. And inside, it covers each game as well as the controls to the game. So you can see the controls for each game in a quick synopsis. And this covers every playable demo. Whacked. I want to play that game. It looks a little awkward. Then it actually goes over the music that is featured on the disc, which is pretty nice for the time. I mean, Rilo Kiley, Death Cab for Cutie. I mean, it's definitely a time period. Then it talks about Xbox Live here, which there's quite a few videos on the disc about Xbox Live, which we'll get into. And then this here is the gem. Gimme G4. Basically a little advertisement. G4 basically, I guess, partnered up to make these because they're featured on all of them. And with full, G4 videos and everything. So they were really pushing to get you to call your cable provider and annoy them to add G4 to the list. And then one last thing that I got a kick out of, because I don't notice it too many times in other booklets, but maybe I don't look, was Get an Edge on the Game. And it talks about calling a number, like a toll-free, well, not toll-free, we'll get to that in a second, but calling like a 1-900 number to get tips on how to get farther in a game, which I didn't realize was a thing for the original Xbox. I knew it was for some older consoles, especially when the internet wasn't as big. But I mean, to pay $1.40 a minute to talk to someone about where to go next in an Xbox game is just a little funny to me. But now we'll jump into the Exhibition Demo Disc Volume 1 and explore around on it for a bit. Alright, so here we have the first screen. Shows demos, videos, music, and extras. Then we get in, and here's the list of the games. And honestly, a lot of these demos would have been really fun, like, especially not having a lot of these games back in the day. But we're going to play Halo, which, of course, is, you know, the best demo on the disc. The quintessential Xbox experience. You had to have Halo. It was mandatory to own an Xbox almost. And of course the demo level is the Silent Cartographer. One of the most iconic, if not the most iconic, Halo 1 campaign map, I would say. It was every demo, it was the PC demo.
The Covenant
and of
believe
course it
that what they
happens
call the Silent Cartographer
to be one of the
somewhere
best
under
levels
the
in the
ground.
game if you play it
The
fully.
Cartographer is a map room that will
Just
lead
an
us to
all-around
Halo's
good
control
map.
center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out quick. Touchdown. Hit it, Marines. Go, go, go.
And we're just going to skip some for the sake of saving time. So you'll see a couple cuts here and there. You'll see me skipping a lot of the map with that maneuver. And this is all in the sake of saving time to explore more of the disc. Because I'm sure everyone has seen the Silent Cartographer and knows what it's all about.
Analyzing. Understanding of Halo subsystems. They've locked the doors. We don't have enough firepower to...
Cortana to Keys.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact with you.
Cortana to Echo 419. The Chief and I are topside, requesting pickup. Roger. On my way.
I had it cut close there. That was a close one. And then, now that we're at the end of the map, we're just going to jump on, and then we get a nice video at the end of this that you would have only seen if you played the Halo demos. So,
Let's get moving. Bowhammer, here are coordinates and a flight plan I've worked on. Cortana, these coordinates are underground. The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels, which circle the whole ring. I hope your analysis is on the money, Cortana. This delegate won't turn on a dime. Look on the bright side, Bowhammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an aerial
So, you beat the Halo demo. Not bad, soldier, not bad at all. But are you ready to take the next step? In the full version of Halo, you'll find additional vehicles like tanks, plasma turrets, and aircraft. Powerful new human and alien weapons. A single-player campaign spanning 10 massive indoor and outdoor environments. And support for intense multiplayer battles with up to 16 of your friends. Or enemies. All that wrapped up in an epic sci-fi story that's so freaky. Whoa! It makes me shake just thinking about it. Halo, Combat Evolved. Buy one. Heck, buy two. That's an order, soldier.
I love that video for like no other reason than it's just kind of obscure at this point, right? Like I forgot it even existed until I played this demo disc, which was a nice surprise. And here's an ad for Xbox Live, and we're going to go through a lot of these videos.
I just got into Xbox Live. I have this really great high-speed connection, and I was playing one-on-one NFL Fever against some other players from around the country. Now, my gamer tag, my online ID, is
Dark Master.
I was masking my voice. You can use your real voice, or you can pick from a list of voices. I was just being friendly. I mean, I'm not one of those game guys that gets, like, totally absorbed, you know? Taste it! Yeah! We're going down!
That's gotta hurt.
You want some more? Oh, you like that, do you?
Watch me go. Oh, yeah. Everybody goes down.
Yeah! So pretty soon, I had, like, the highest score in the country. Master! Actually, I think there was one other person that was above me. I mean, hey, it was no big deal. Oh, I don't think so. So I decided it'd be fun to contact this guy and challenge him. All right, how about it, Crusher?
Greetings, Fort Master. I'm Crusher. We'll see who gets crushed, Crusher.
The kick is away and the game is on. He made it into the end zone for a touchdown.
You're so cheap.
Your puny efforts amuse me, Port Master.
Not much there.
I suck.
Come on!
It's the end of the game.
I think I lost the football game. How about a different game, homeboy? Well, anyway, one of us suggested playing a different game. Think you can cap my flag?
Bring it on, Dark Gas Passer.
I thought a team game might be fun, and that some friends that I met online might want to play. You see, Xbox Live has this Optimatch feature, lets you easily find players all over the country who like the same games and levels. I got some boys here who'll make you wish you were never born. I've got Arctic Avenger.
Dark Master is in trouble.
Buffalo Soldier.
Oh, Dark Master man.
.com.
I'm a Dark Master.
And Sleeping Giant.
What? Wake up! Is what's hurt?
All right, let's kick some tail. Whoa, come on.
Red team score.
All right, Buffalo Soldier, cover me.
Red flag taken. Red flag returned.
Sorry, man.
Rampage.
Arctic, look out.
Oh, no!
Get back.
Headshot. Killing
We're
spree.
getting killed.
Red flag drawn. Red team is the winner.
Dark day for Dark Master.
We just barely lost. I think I just got tired, and I had an exam the next day I was busy thinking about. It was all right, though. It wasn't like I was all distraught or anything about losing, you know? Why? I mean, it would have been nice to have won, but, hey, you win some, you lose some, right?
Well, I don't know much about all that, but as long as you can fit into that chicken suit, the job is yours.
Man, the early 2000s was a blessing for awkward commercials. And here's a neat credit scene. I just figured we would add it just to add another video in, give you guys more of a deep dive into what Exhibition Demo Disc 1 really kind of had available on it.
now we're going to look at a quick ad for Xbox.com, as well as a couple trailers for, at the time, upcoming Xbox titles.
It's out there. A world fueled by adrenaline. By firepower. Headshot. And the will to win. Battle alone in a deathmatch. Challenge others in split-screen mode. Or take on the world as a member of an online clan. The championship has no rules, no pity, just the most intense combat you've ever seen. Only you will determine if you're a contender or a moving target. Headshot! Rated M for mature.
Find young Dazu. I must avenge my father's death.
Cut it out, guys! You must not succumb to the evil path.
Coming. Fatality Friday.
So now we have what I thought was kind of a weird inclusion on the demo disc. Granted, you did pay for the disc, right? It was an $8, I believe, demo disc. And they included a bunch of G4 shorts, which I loved G4. I loved all those shows on G4. I'm so happy it's coming back. I'm excited to see what they do with this reboot. But up next, we're just going to kind of see a couple of these G4 shorts.
Ever notice how the game's Jeep called the Warthog reacts to rocks, hills, and explosions? Well, we're about to show you how to have some fun with some explosives and an expensive piece of military machinery. Get ready to do your very own Warthog jump from the safety of your couch.
Halo quickly became the uber game to play in the new Xbox system. Its intense action, movie-styled storyline, intense visuals, and realistic physics made for some incredible gameplay. Those physics in the game have given gamers a secret which the game designers may or may not have known would happen. This phenomenon is what has been named the Warthog Jump. It will go down in the annals of video game history as being created by a Halo gamer named Randall Glass.
And I personally find it very hard to believe that they actually dedicated a whole episode, or at least a whole short, to the Warthog Jump. I mean, like, it's kind of a lackluster cheat, right? I don't even know that you would call that a cheat.
When you do, they will often drop grenades. The trick is to keep these grenades close to each other when they drop them. After you have a group of grenades on the ground, you need to get a Warthog. The Warthog is the way cool military Jeep you tool around in on this level. Park the Warthog over the grenades. All you have to do is set off a chain reaction from the drop grenades and... yes, you too can send your Warthog into orbit. If you get really good at this, you might even be able to replicate Randall's launching of a Warthog over this nearby mountain. We even managed to get one to land on top of our soldier. Randall's hang time record is 8.5 seconds. We made it to nearly 8 with this jump. If you land an extra, well-placed grenade inside the Warthog, this will somewhat extend the jump. You might be wondering how to get on top of the mountain arch. Head up this path where you find a pair of hunters. You will need to park a Warthog on this rock, and you should be able to jump up to the top of the arch. From here, you can get a great view of your airborne Warthog.
Get into the game like never before.
If you're watching this, you're watching G4 TV, and if you're not, then you're asleep and no one knows.
Get the lowdown on the latest hype from the only network dedicated to video games. G4 invades your television with the hottest adrenaline-pumping, bone-cracking action you won't find anywhere else 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with 13 original series for gamers by gamers.
Hi, I'm Bill Sindelar, and welcome to Blister.
G4 goes behind the scenes.
Playing music, video games, and scratching, it's the same type of energy, just releasing your soul through just having fun.
To bring you the insider information that no gamer should be without.
He walked up to me and was like, "You want to be in a video game?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it's got to be really cool."
With up-to-the-minute news and reviews.
You've got a game, we've got a way to crack it.
This is one of the best platform games ever made. I'd rather eat rocks. Play this game.
You'll never miss another trick.
Oh, Lord.
From the beach to the video arcade.
So we're taking these hardcore gamers and we're matching them up with the model.
What would you say is your strategy?
Throttle them until they cried.
To the depths of cyberspace.
In real life, it hurts when a girl slaps you in the face. But in virtual life, there's another hot elf waiting just down the road.
G4 doesn't just take you to the game.
Let the games begin!
Tonight, we'll see if our current champion can hold their own against the challengers.
They put you in the game.
Head over to the website. You can recommend what games we play, who we talk to on the show.
Each week, we bring it to life.
We all dream of being NBA players. It's our chance to be NBA players today.
Your vote counts.
I'm real.
And that's not all.
Yo, what's up? This is Coolio with The Flow. Keep your eye out, little punk. Next episode of Players.
You'll go behind closed doors.
I'm actually in the Madden 2002.
You're in it?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
To find out who's playing what
We play this game 5 hours a day.
You can never have enough gore.
and who's just being played.
This is Tony Hawk.
What's up, y'all? We are the Executioners.
This is Pink.
You think you're a true player?
We're players. I'm a player.
Playing for life.
Then get into the game.
Welcome to Pulse, your weekly look into the world of interactive entertainment. I'm Ronnie Lynn Riley.
And I'm Jim Downs. The biggest video game show in the world is over, but we've got the hidden gems and surefire hits of E3. Microsoft went all out with a huge press event, an enormous booth, and a giant party. But while the show floor was filled with dozens of new titles, the real show stealers were hidden away in a secret section of the convention center. That's where Peter Molyneux was unveiling his latest Xbox titles, Project Ego and BC. Molyneux is famous for creating games like Populous and Black and White, but we had a chance to talk to him about how his latest titles contain some of his most exciting ideas.
It is going to be really,
Old
epic.
Peter
We are
Molyneux
gonna
with
tell
all of his
stories
promises
that have
about
never
what
been
Fable
told
was going to
in
be,
role-playing games before,
and then
because
what
we're
Fable
doing
wasn't.
someone's life. And so
Don't get
the
me wrong,
idea that
Fable's
he
a great
gets
game,
older,
but
he gets older,
Project
you can see
Ego
wrinkles on
here
his face.
sure was
We
Peter
also
Molyneux's
keep track
ego.
of just amazing details like how much sun is hitting his skin. When he's younger, that he develops a tan. As he gets older, he'll actually get more wrinkles because he's had more sun on his face. It's a puzzle game that is set in a prehistoric world. At the start of the game, you've got these pathetic human beings that are going to die out because they're dumb. There's the two hunters that we sent out earlier. Unfortunately, one of them has just got eaten by a dinosaur. This is a baby. His mother is 3 times that size. We have taken a liberty with the size of the dinosaurs, and when they fight, they are vicious.
The fighting game Dead or Alive 3 is still one of the most beautiful games on any system, and not just because you get to play as girls like Christy and Hitomi, women who look like models but fight like Bruce Lee. Weather effects, huge breakable levels, and tons of detail are just some of the things you can say about this game when you're not distracted by the unlockable hidden outfits and sexy moves. And the stars of DOA 3 are about to star in another game that puts them on the beaches of a sunny island for a little non-violent Xbox action in the form of some extreme volleyball. Take a look. There are 3 things we've learned about Tecmo's Team Ninja after taking a look at their latest offering, Dead or Alive 3. First is that after developing DOA and DOA 2, these guys have polished the mechanics of their fighting game to near perfection. Second, they know the ins and outs of the Xbox well enough to milk the hardware for all it's worth, using bump mapping, high-res textures, and other tricks to create unmatched visuals. Third, those boys at Team Ninja didn't really date much in high school. But we won't hold that against them. With DOA 3, they're treating you to 16 distinct fighters, each with his or her own unique fighting styles. The strengths and weaknesses of each style are represented through a fighting system with heavy emphasis on counters. Many fights are won by the player with a better sense of timing. Knowing when to counter and knowing when to strike is key. You're given 14 different stages to fight in, such as a serene forest, a picturesque beach, and a gritty caged arena. 4 of these levels are multi-tiered, meaning you can actually knock off your opponent or be knocked off by your opponent from one level and fall to another below it. Rounding things out is a soundtrack seems those boys at Team Ninja just can't sit still for long. Take a look at the soon-to-be released expansion on the Dead or Alive series, Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
And I do have plans to do a full review of Extreme Beach Volleyball one day. It's definitely on the list. So that's one I'm looking forward to creating. I think that'll be a interesting video. One thing I always found weird on that disc, right, was that they had all sorts of music, and it was all kind of like alternative, newer style music, as well as these extras in the saves, right? Because you could just port over things like Project Gotham fully unlocked, and you just have it on your console. The save was just included on the disc. So these were a couple things that I think were really fun that they did with these exhibition demo discs that you didn't really have before. And that's kind of the whole disc. And I think for $8, even back in the day, I wouldn't have had a problem paying that for the content that was on this disc. I think it was a fully fleshed out kind of demo disc, kind of fully fleshed out experience. And I was happy to go back through it for a video for you guys. So I hope you liked it. There will be more to come. I want to do more of these kind of nostalgic look backs. I've been picking up a lot of demo discs recently to do that as well. So expect more of these style videos. Maybe even looking at some old video game content and video game magazines and just some old video game nostalgia that we would have had in the, early, mid, late 90s as well as the early to mid 2000s. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching the video. And if you would be so kind, if you liked the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I would truly appreciate it. And I hope everyone out there has a wonderful day.